So I have a question about one of them. You said there's the type that they either play the victim or the perpetrator. So what about someone who's been sexually abused, but they become like extreme protector or almost, vigilante mindset where they're going to harm someone who hurts someone they love? Or
sure. Well,
where would that fall?
Sexual trauma affects you in so many different ways. So if you took 100 computers and put a bullet in each one, each computer would have a different problem. And that's what sexual abuse does. So for some, they're going to become super controlling because they want to feel safe. Their need is to feel safe. Some are going to become out of control. Okay. Some will go to hyposexual. Some will go to hypersexual. Some will go to risky behavior. Some won't risk for anything. So you can't, sexual abuse is one of the things where it's a bullet and who knows exactly what's happened here. It's very individualistic. Okay. I was sexually abused, but it didn't make me go to try to repeat that behavior. Okay. And I dealt with that a long time ago, did the work that we talked about in all the books that we have. And so you can heal from sexual trauma, but it's unique to you how it affected you. Because there are people, even in the studies, that really there's almost no impact on them.
So,
and then there's other people who have a slight incident happen and they're totally devastated.
So do you remember when we were dating and I couldn't say the word molested? I didn't think I had been molested because in my mind, I think it was a survival thing.
Sure.
I was like, well, other people had it worse. What happened to me wasn't as bad as what happened to other people. And it wasn't. Right. So I think that's how I dealt with it.
But it's still trauma to you.
Well, I never thought it was.
If somebody had done that to Chloe,
yeah,
what would you do? And what was your answer?
Rip their beating heart out of their chest and feed it to my dog.
Right.
Like it's like there's no question. And it was so weird
she's such a mild lady.
because I can see it, but I couldn't internalize it.
Right.
It's very weird.
I've actually used that same technique with a lot of my clients over the 40 years. If that was if that was your boy, if that was your daughter, what would you do? And they have exactly the same response. Okay, because sometimes you just can't see it when it's you.
No.
Because you've figured out how to adapt.
Right.
Okay, and put it in its little box, and you can't see it objectively.
Right.
I can't tell you how many men I have had to tell, listen, when you were 13 and she was 19, that was sexual abuse.
Yeah.
When you were 16 and she was 35, that was sexual abuse. I didn't realize I was sexually abused by several older women. When I was in high school, I'd go out to bars and I'd go home with 30-year-olds and 20-year-olds. Right? I thought I was lucky until I was about 5 years sober. And I go, wait a minute. That wasn't right. They should have taken me home. I was only 16 years old. I should have been there.
The question I would ask is, why were you in the bar when you were 16?
But he still was 16.
I was 16. So, I was sexually abused, right?
Yeah.
I never met my father.
Yeah.
Okay. I was put in foster homes. And so, I had some issues going on and I was drinking. And so, and I was already sexually addicted. So if you could combine alcohol and women, where do you do that? In a bar. And I was like tough and mean.
And you were good looking, and
they would give me a drink, and I would just sit there, and there you go. So many men don't identify their sexual trauma, especially if it's connected to a woman.